Now, a key priority for the president's first 100 days has been reviving the economy by going big on infrastructure. Mr. Biden's $2 trillion plan aims to create jobs in just about every sector.
Chiara Trentalange's Broadway debut in February last year was a dream come true. But her burgeoning career as an actress was put on hold just a month later when the pandemic forced theatres in New York to close, leaving her and the rest of the cast out of work.
We are all very good at self-motivating. It's a part of the job. You know, sometimes you don't know when your next gig is going to be. So I was used to that, but the not knowing was really the hard part. And having this job that could potentially come back in the future and not knowing where to go or how long of a gig you can take in between. So yeah, just picking up jobs here and there, but you know, living on unemployment for a lot of the year.
The unemployment rate in New York is nearly 9%. That's down from more than 16% during the height of the pandemic, but there are still twice as many people out of work than before the city's lockdown. However, there are signs of recovery.
More than 900,000 jobs were created across the US in March, the largest gain in 7 months. March also saw the steepest acceleration in US retail sales for almost a year. And the Federal Reserve has improved its average growth forecast from 4.2% to 6.5%.
Some of the credit for that goes to Joe Biden's economic relief package, which delivered stimulus checks to most Americans. But economic experts say the ground was laid by the previous 2 relief packages passed while Donald Trump was president.
The Biden administration, I think, deserves some credit because they've been pushing, and I think that kind of encouragement at the top can make businesses more optimistic, more inclined to hire people, etc. But he inherited an economy that was trending in the right direction.
To keep the wheels of recovery rolling, President Biden is turning his attention to a $2 trillion plan to overhaul the country's infrastructure. The aging Brooklyn-Queens Expressway is one of the 20,000 miles of road that could benefit from the bill, as well as bridges and the country's utilities networks. Biden says it'll create millions of jobs. But if it's approved by Congress, recruitment experts believe it'll benefit more than just the manufacturing and engineering sectors.
Any investment in infrastructure, especially in the areas that you mentioned, should have a trickle-down effect or a chain reaction, if you want to say that, into small and medium-sized businesses outside of those industries that you highlighted, which will help the overall economy. So we're optimistic about that as well.
But key to Biden's economic recovery has always been tackling the pandemic. And Chiara agrees that is what will ultimately get her back to her dream job.
I do believe that hopefully, you know, the vaccinations are getting rolled out faster and we'll be able to share space again in the theater together and, you know, make that magic happen.
Despite Joe Biden's attempts to boost the economy in his first 100 days, it's a return to normal life that will set the stage for a full recovery. Sarah Walton, CNA, New York.